Welcome to our online workshop about an Ontario online resource for youth with disabilities, or Door to Adulthood. This website resource was created with the intention of improving the process of transition to adulthood for youth across the province by providing information about services, resources, and events related to transition, as well as an opportunity to network and share ideas. On the home page, you will find two ways to enter the site. If you are a youth, click on Youth. If you are a parent or professional, click on the title Parents and Professionals. You can also share a great resource, program, or service that is in your community. Just click on Tell us about a great service, resource, or event button. You will be provided with information about how to contact us by email or phone. We are now going to take you on a journey through the youth section of the site and highlight areas that we feel are particularly useful for youth. When we speak of transition in this workshop, we are referring to the move from adolescent to adulthood. During this time, you may experience many kinds of transitions, including moving into new programs, working with new agencies or service providers, and making new friends. Transitions involve change, adding new expectations, responsibilities, or resources, and letting go of others. One of the key transitions you will be making is a healthcare transition. The move to an adult healthcare provider. We have provided a link that will take you to the Transition Guides section of the website. Here, you will find a listing of many transition guides. You will find the Healthcare Transitions resource to be a valuable resource as you prepare to move into the adult healthcare world. There are a few ways on this site to find out what other youth are doing and experiencing. You can link to youth stories, where you will find youth websites and stories from around the world. You can also read a personal journey on transition. You may also want to join a group to share ideas and experiences. The eChat link will take you to the Ability Online site where you can connect with other youth. As you move from adolescent to adulthood, you will need to take more responsibility for many areas of your life. What will you do after school or work each day? How will you fill your weekends? Door to Adulthood can provide you with a lot of information about what's going on in your community and the province. On the youth page, we highlight a few events from around the province each month. You can also go to the News and Events page, where you will find newsletters, items of interest in the media, and links to many event listings and news sites. This time of transition allows you to explore areas that you think you might be interested in, attend a social event and meet new people, explore the world of the arts and disability. Perhaps you wish to know more about the advocacy work being done for youth with disabilities. You can find a wealth of information on this site. There are so many questions, and it can be tricky to navigate the road to adulthood. Take a look at the tips provided on many topics such as health and sexuality and money matters. You can ask youth mentors for advice or ideas, or you can ask a service navigator to help you locate services that meet your needs. If you want to find out about programs and services available in your community, you can take a look at our database. You will find drop-down boxes where you can click on the city of your choice and the topic you wish to search on. You can also link to resources available on any of the 12 topics. The Resource tab is found at the beginning of the cities list when you click on the All Areas drop-down box.
Hi, my name is Moni Asir. I'm 22 years old and live at home with my parents in Toronto. For the past 4 years, I've been keeping busy being a university student attending York for sociology. It's great because for me, it's the beginning of a new and independent life. But what does that even mean, living an independent life? I know it means being responsible and being able to manage things like finances and my own health. But that's all stuff my parents used to help me with. And it's something that's scary to take into my own hands. Finding the right tools to help me map out my path was easy once I stumbled upon the Door to Adulthood website. There are so many resources available to me that answered all my questions. The best part was the fact that I learned that there is someone called a service navigator in Ontario who can help me think about what my goals are for the future and what services and resources are available to help me. With their help, I was able to identify 4 areas to focus on. The first is finding ways to get more involved with my community. The second is making sure I have all the information I need to be successful in my search for employment. Next is educating myself about financial matters. And lastly, I need a way to keep track of my medical information. Because there are such great resources available on this website, let me share with you how and where I went to find the information on all of these areas. Getting involved in my community is something that I've always been interested in. Even though it's something I love to do, it's sometimes difficult to find out how to get involved. I decided to take a look first at the Transition Services and Resource Database for my city. I clicked on Employment and Volunteering. There, I found two great resources. I learned about a volunteer program called Community Cave. There are also many recreational and leadership programs available for youth that are offered through Toronto Parks and Recreation. The next goal that is important for me is to make sure that I'm a working member of the community, making an income to support myself and my daily financial needs. Sometimes it's really difficult to find out where to get a job, let alone how to build a great resume that represents who you are. The first place I went was the tips page. I looked under employment and found some useful information on creating a resume and was able to learn some great interview skills. Learning interview skills really has helped me prepare for my future endeavors in the workforce. It's always scary meeting someone new, especially someone who's going to give you a pop quiz on the spot. This resource helped me familiarize myself with things to expect and how to be presentable to a potential future employer. I found an Ontario guide to career planning and learned that there are many agencies in Toronto that are willing to help me ensure that I have all the skills I need to be successful in my job search. Getting a job is one thing, but learning to manage your own money is always difficult. Learning about financial matters is something I really needed to learn about. But what does budgeting even mean? How am I supposed to know which kind of bank account to choose? And where can I find out if there are resources that provide financial information specific to the needs of someone with a disability? Door to Adulthood had many resources available to help me answer those questions. I took a look at the tips page section and checked out the section called Money Matters. I found great tips on how to budget and a section called Everything Students Need to Know About Taxes. Then I went to the database and clicked on the Money Matters link under Topics and selected Resources. It had a bunch of resources that I found useful to anyone, no matter where you live. My favorite part about it was the financial planning toolkit called Focus on Your Finances. Because it was specifically designed for youth, I found it perfect for me. In the Ontario-wide links section, I found a link to Service Ontario. There I was able to find even more financial information. The site also had a lot of other valuable information to help me plan for my future. My last goal is to make sure that I can keep track of my own medical information. On the Door to Adulthood website, the Transition Tools and Guides section offered great tools to help me get organized. I found out about the Health Passport online tool on the Hospital for Sick Kids website. It's a great way of keeping track of the information from my appointments and my medical history in general. They also have a great Readiness Checklist that can help you understand what kind of information you need to know about your health before you move into the adult health system. I was also able to find information in the tips section and both the Health Matters and Resource section of the database. Moving into the adult world can be scary, but it's great to know I have this resource that I can keep coming back to. Take the time to complete the Transitions Checklist. It will help you find out what your goals are. Taking it one step at a time and finding out all you need to know will help you make a smooth transition into adulthood. Good luck.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. We hope you feel inspired to take control and begin making your own life choices as you move into the adult world. We would love to hear from you, so send us your stories and feedback about what we can do to make this a better resource for you.